Every piece of driftwood is encrusted with life. Look closely and you can see small mussels clinging to the wood's surface. And when you lift up a rock, you can find even more life underneath. There's an entire world hidden in plain sight. Welcome to my channel. This is the intertidal zone, the area between the high and low tide marks where the land meets the sea. Twice a day, this world is completely underwater. But 24 hours later, the tide goes out again, exposing this world to the air. Life here has to be tough because every single organism in this environment is at the mercy of the tides. There are some areas of the intertidal zone that get completely submerged in water, like this tide pool. And there are other areas that are only submerged for a few hours each day, like this mussel bed. Over time, the constant crashing of waves has carved these rocks into unique shapes and textures, which provide homes for a variety of animals. Some organisms, like these sea stars, can move from rock to rock in search of food, but other animals, like these anemones, are anchored to the rocks and must wait for the tides to bring them food. Mussels are one of the most abundant animals in the intertidal zone. These fuzzy creatures have special abilities to survive both underwater and in the air. They use their strong threads to hold on tight to rocks or driftwood, anchoring themselves in place so they don't get swept away by the current. Mussels also have special cells that can detect changes in water salinity, temperature and pressure, allowing them to adapt to the constantly shifting conditions of the intertidal zone. As the tide comes in, the mussels open their shells to filter feed. Tiny particles called plankton are carried by the current right by their gills. The mussels can then eat the plankton and get the nutrients they need to survive. When the tide goes out, the mussels close their shells to prevent them from drying out. They can stay closed for hours until the tide comes back in and opens their shells once again. These mussels aren't just surviving, they're thriving. They're an important food source for many animals, including sea otters, crabs, and humans. Mussels are just one example of the many species that have adapted to life in the intertidal zone. Together, all of these species form a living tapestry, a testament to the power of nature to thrive even in the most challenging environments. Thanks for watching! See you next time!